I'm just feeling this desire to push right now. Something about the weary not growing faint. And then I'm feeling like whoever this is, you're doing something that ordinarily would have caused most people to faint. You have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like it's because of your ability to keep going that's making you stronger. And it's also because of your engagement and because of the fact that you enjoy what you're doing. That's the difference. Because I see people around you wondering how are you able to maintain the stability that you've maintained for yourself or that you've cultivated for yourself. Yeah, people are definitely talking about you. They're so confused by your success. I'm seeing summon. Almost like the fact that you're pressing on despite being told to stop is summoning some type of energy. These people are rebellious, so they feel like you may potentially be somebody that they can scoop up and make part of your or part of their coven. I just saw 111. Nobody's gonna join their coven, but they've been trying to expand. They want to reach a larger multitude. Whoever this is trying to attract you right now. Maybe some people hovering around you. Okay. Yeah, just ignore these people because I want something from you that they don't have and they have nothing to offer in exchange for whatever it is they're taking. Yeah, so that's kind of the definition of a parasite. Somebody that's draining you and they're going to face their judgment. They're definitely going to face their judgment. And you're getting this energy that you've cultivated, something that you've worked for. And it's even if you were tired of it, it's not something that you can easily let go of. It's like it's part of you. It's part of your chemistry, it's part of your makeup, it's part of your design. Your DNA is written in your DNA to just keep going. And you're taking the initiative, you're taking action and kind of almost like making their judgment day approach quicker. Yeah, because they're like, time's up. Whoever this is saying time's up, basically. Like you've worked for a certain territory and now these people need to move out. Maybe somebody is waiting in line. Okay, so let's get more clear on this energy. What's going on here? Yeah, I feel like somebody's just kind of sitting in their place. Like they know their place. Almost like you're in traffic waiting. Or maybe you're traveling to a new place that's is attractive to a lot of people. So there's a long waiting list. You could be applying for a loan, waiting for that loan, the approval. I feel like somebody's going to move to a place where they don't have to worry about people talking about them because people are living their life and minding their business. You know, somebody said, they said you're the one for me. But this fell on top of this Three of Cups when we just talked about them trying to attract you to their group. Then we have future. Their future is judgment. They're going to hell, whoever this is. Nobody knows who's going to hell and who isn't. Whoever this Three of Cups is, I feel like they're being judged in a negative way. Let's go there. Okay, somebody wants to go to hell. They're not afraid of this fight. They want the fight. They want to lose. They want to burn it for all eternity. Now, it's very clear that this is a mental problem. Or they feel like they're so special that I don't know what their deal is really. Why they want to be traumatized. Holy Grail. Somebody feeds off of negativity. And they feel like you're going to give them everything they need. This could be a Libra I'm talking to, dealing with this situation. But I'm also seeing something about you reading in a library. But yeah, so these people want the smoke. They want to fight. They want to get beat up. Oh, this is toxic. Like, it's like they want people to touch them because for some reason nobody wants to touch them. It's like they need a hug, but they're fighting for it. So they're fighting for attention. It's because I feel like they got some issues deep down underneath that the world has made them toughen up because nobody wants to be bothered with them. So it's like, even if you were to try and love on these people, it's just going to go, they're going to sink deeper and deeper to that, whatever it is that nobody wants to deal with. Okay. But somebody is clearly attracted to you. This 3 of Cups. Somebody is clearly attracted to this 7 of Pentacles. And it could be just because you are so focused on what you do and you do what you love. I feel like that's what they're attracted to. But it's like, what are they doing besides talking? Okay, these are some promiscuous women. I feel like only they just kind of walk around wanting people to look at them, but they're not exactly doing anything in life besides being looked at. Whereas anybody can get this attention, or anybody can get attention, period. But I feel like you are doing more with it. Like, you're focused on yourself. You're focused on possibly writing poetry or some sort of artistry. Somebody could be a dancer. But something about power. I feel like they're going to lose their power, whoever this is. They're going to lose whatever was giving them this attention to begin with. Why were they getting attention for not doing anything? The world was focused on them for some reason. Something about the tree of life. Like, it was almost like the world was feeding off of them. Like, the world was they were giving the world life. I feel like they're going to be forgiven for that. Maybe they know that they were assigned to be beautiful, to maintain people's attention for no other reason but to keep them focused, almost like the red cloth of a guy. What is that guy who waves the red flag in front? It was like they were that red flag and they had no choice but to follow in this calling. They also know their place. And maybe they are in judgment going to lose that power, but it was like almost like a burden to begin with. But I feel like they're going to be forgiven. So it's like you don't know who's going to hell, even though they are wishing for it and begging for it. When they do get to wherever they are going, I feel like it's more like a purgatory situation because they're going to be purified. Come back down to earth, because these girls or whoever these 3 of Cups are psychotic. They had a psychotic mental breakdown and it forced them to be stuck up because the world wouldn't let them relax. They were afraid to be violated. Something about separation. Yeah, so the guy's gonna break up that group and they want to be broken up. They can't stand each other, but they're too scared to leave the comfort of each other because it's like safety in numbers and they don't feel safe alone. But they definitely want to go to hell, and because it's for the warmth. That's how badly they love. It's really sad. So I feel like don't judge these people too harshly. Just continue to focus on your craft. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Hope in the Lord. Maintain that hope you have in the Lord. Because you might actually be taking their position. You might be receiving the attention that they had, and you don't know what it's like to walk in their shoes. Because as an artist, you don't care what people think. You literally don't care what people are thinking about. You don't care. Honestly, I feel like whoever this is doesn't care what people look like like you're so detached from that whole gossipy type of vibe. Maybe this person is antisocial as well. But whatever you're working on is so attractive that you're going to start to pull the attention away from these Three of Cups. And then you're going to see what it's like to be criticized and all of that stuff. And then it's going to be like, now they're trying to tell you what to do and all of this. All the scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, and for instruction and righteousness. For correction, for instruction and righteousness. So, hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. Okay, so this is about the seeds that you plant. Is like you're so close to being acknowledged for what you're doing, and I feel like this is the time for you to make a note of this pattern and realize that you're moving into this Three of Cups position. You're going to be surrounded around other artists. You're going to get attention for what you're doing. You may even start to hide behind the group a little bit and start to wish for death because it's just so much to deal with. And I feel like these people are so cold that you're going to wish to go to hell. Like being in hell is going to feel like a relief from these polar bears because they want you so bad. They want you so badly. They literally want to nourish on your spirit, nourish themselves on your spirit. And it's almost coming off like admirers, fans of your work, like people bidding on your work for millions of dollars. But you just want to be able to create in peace. And it's really nothing you can do at this point. So just keep that in mind because I feel like this is where you're headed to such notoriety and success that is going to turn into something out of your control. And you just have to maintain this peacefulness and don't judge the people that you're about to replace. Because then once you get into their shoes, you're going to see just how difficult it was to maintain yourself, maintain the state of mind that allows you to create. Yeah, because it's like, I feel like you're going to be in this Hierophant situation and these people looking up to you desperately want you to judge them, but you're focused on the Lord. And the judgment they get from you is like a token of, oh, he's judgmental, type of thing. It kind of feels like they're trying to defeat whatever purpose you have by making you judge them negatively. And also like they want the negative attention, but they're not doing anything for it. It's a circle here. I feel like they're going to walk away losers from the situation because whoever this is coming in is not a typical Seven of Pentacles. There's somebody who knows how to stay in their place, and people are watching you and seeing you evolve, and they think that you're revolving around in a circle, but you're actually growing and developing. You're doing things you've never done before. And being in this relaxed position and maintaining your relaxed state of mind is going to give you that extra boost to keep you moving forward rather than moving in a circle. It's almost like you're doing magic and nobody understands how you're able to continue to succeed because people are expecting you to fall short and fall by the wayside, but you just keep going. And then you're making decisions that is like they're making traps for you. For the traps. Like almost like taking the money. Somebody is offering you a large amount of money for something that's maybe they think they're going to have control over you once and for all. But the trick is that whatever amount of money they give you is not going to be enough. So there's no point in taking it because in order to, if they give you $1 million, you're going to want a house that costs $100 million or something like that. Like they just can't control your enthusiasm and your ambition. And for whatever reason, these people are trying to control you and put you in a box because they want to ride you like a chariot. They want you to take them somewhere, make them feel special, but they're not doing anything. They're not, yeah, it's like they're like this, they're replacing this Three of Cups ultimately, and you kind of move past them. You move to the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. You're moving on past that positioning, and these people are getting stuck. All right. So, like, avoid the temptation. Yeah, they're falling into the judgment. They're being judged because they're scared to follow God. They just want what they want, these material possessions, and then they hold on to it for dear life, like like a goat on the side of a mountain. But I feel like whoever this is an eagle that can fly. You could jump at any moment spiritually. Five of Wands. We have Five of Wands. Own energy. You can make your own wealth. You can make your own money. You don't need people to tell you what's valuable, what's important. Okay. Two of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely balanced in that sense of knowing your worth and not waiting on people to identify something of worth or worthiness within you. So you don't have to look to people for reassurance. And then the level of vulnerability, or even having to know what people are thinking, because you don't have to care. It doesn't affect you. It's irrelevant. Five of Cups. Somebody's walking away from a situation depressed and lonely. It's these people who are trying to buy you. They're mad that you really understand how things are played out in this world, in this industry. They thought that they had you, or that, all they had to do was go back to the drawing board and figure out what's your sweet spot or your weak spot or the weakest link. What's the other word? Your kryptonite. They're really trying to find out what's your kryptonite. And if it's not money, they don't know how to manipulate and control you, because you're not falling for anything. It's not attention. It's not sex. It's not food. They want to know what's your drug. They're trying to drug you. For some people, you have Five of Pentacles. Some people are they're trying to, let's not go there. But I just see somebody putting something in a drink or something like this to sedate you, because they just want to control you. They're bored, whatever. I don't know what their problem is, but you have Ten of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So I feel like whatever it is, whether it's darkness that's going on around you, you are the light. If it's famine that's going around you, you're very healthy and full on life. And people are constantly trying to pin you down. And also, I feel like people are trying to have conversations with you. Like, so what is it about you? Like, what is it about this? Or tell me your secret. Like, I almost feel like somebody's being interviewed. These people work for the devil. And this is for some people. Like, some people dream about being interviewed and they practice their answers, and this is their life. This is their stop. They get off here and they stand on the side of the mountain and cling for dear life, waiting for whatever to come, waiting for the waves to sweep them away, the new world order to sweep them off of their high horse. But I feel like you avoid every trap. You know you don't have to answer certain questions. You're not being interrogated. You can what's the Miranda rights? The right to remain silent. You have four. Okay, so this is the Emperor. You can sit in your throne and nobody can bother you. Nobody's allowed to bother you. Then the spiritual realm. That's the best realm of all. Okay, it doesn't matter what's going on earth or in hell. Your reward is in heaven. Nine of Swords. Okay, so somebody is worried that they have to work for it. Like you understand, like there's rules on every realm. And I feel like somebody just suddenly felt a pain of stress. Like, okay, that means I need to go grab a Bible and understand what Christ expects of me. On some level, this is true for some people, but I feel like it's coming to your heart. God is speaking to your heart. And also that there's no limitations here. What God tells you is law to you. But here's the thing. I wonder if I should just end this here. Confidence. Someone says, you know how I feel. All right. So I feel like for some people, Christ is the rebel. Christ is the one who was switching things up and turning things around. Because the priests and the Pharisees, they already had their written laws and expectations and religious ceremonies and rituals. And Christ was the one who was rebelling from this. God. And that's why they pretty much wrote him off as the devil and the Antichrist when he was the Messiah. And this all has to do with your belief system. So I feel like whoever this is that's receiving this calling is not coming as a belief system, is following your heart. And you know when God is speaking to you, you know to love your enemies, you know to love your neighbors, you know to love God, and what all of that means. Confirmation. For some people, you could be on the level of just loving Mars. You might consider Mars to be your neighbor because you're thinking on the scale of planetary beings or something like this. It's not just about the Bible, is what I'm getting at. But for some people, it is. Some people are tearing pages out of the Bible and eating them for breakfast, calling it fiber. So you really can't control the level that people go when they get close to God. Some people are fasting altogether. You make me a better person, somebody is saying. And something about death. I'm hearing that in response to this fast, like something about a famine, starvation, somebody just having, yeah, like almost like somebody needs nourishment right now. Somebody needs to go make a sandwich or something. Okay, let's end this. Yeah, just kind of use your imagination. I just saw two and just feel comforted and at peace. And yeah.